Many items on your pages are taken off by drawing a line. Items such as walls, conduit, gutters, and base trim are common examples of this. Let's look at how to quickly and efficiently perform your linear takeoffs within On-Screen Takeoff. Please remember to set the scale on your page before performing any takeoff. Linear objects can be taken off in several ways within On-Screen Takeoff. To begin performing takeoff, first choose the condition you'd like to use from the Conditions panel on the left side of the screen. After you've selected the condition, move your mouse onto the drawing. Then, you can simply left-click and drag with your mouse to draw a linear segment. When you release the left mouse button, the segment ends and the quantity results are immediately updated. That method works great for individual segments. But what if you have a series of continuous connected segments? In that scenario, you can change your takeoff mode by selecting the Continuous Mode button in the top right corner of the image window. Once you've engaged Continuous Mode, you simply find the beginning point of your segments and click. Unlike with the previous method, you don't hold the mouse button down. Click and release the mouse button, and then click at every corner or point where you need to change directions. Double-click to end your run of connected segments. Once again, the quantities update immediately after you finish the takeoff. If you find that when you're drawing your lines, you can't get them to line up with the drawing correctly, that's because the lines are set to snap at 15-degree increments by default. However, you can simply press the Shift key on your keyboard while drawing your takeoff, and that overrides the snap angle and gives you a full range of motion. While in continuous mode, you can also draw freehand. If you hold your left mouse key down and then move the mouse, you can trace contours. There are a few other ways to handle curved lines in OST. For circular rounded curves, you can imagine the curve as a bow. You should draw the bowstring that connects the two ends of the curve. Once you've drawn your straight line, then right-click and select Set as Curved Segment. At this point, a new grip point appears in the center of the line. Press the spacebar to make sure that you're in select mode, and then click and drag that middle grip point to set the degree of the curve. You can also click and drag the end grip points and bring them together to make a circle. In addition to the rounded curves, you can also draw a three-point curve, which is good for things like rounded corners, which aren't a traditional circular curve. Once again, draw a straight line first, right-click, and then select Set as Three-Point Curved Segment. A grip point displays in the middle of the line, but when using the three-point curved segment, you can click and drag it at diagonal angles for steeper or irregular curved lines. Sometimes, you might need to go back and edit a line after you've drawn it. To do so, make sure you switch from takeoff mode back to select mode by either selecting the arrow button at the top of the screen or by simply pressing the spacebar, which allows you to toggle back and forth between takeoff mode and select mode. Once you're in select mode, you can then click on the line you want to edit. Grip points display on the ends of the selected line, and you can click and drag them to change the length of the line. In addition, you can drag those same points to the side of the line to change the line's angle. When performing your linear takeoffs, you might also run into a scenario where you would like to split the line you drew. For example, if a wall type changes in the middle of a segment, or if you want to split a wall for a door opening. To split a linear segment, select the Split Segment tool with the scissors icon from within the list of icons on the right. With the tool selected, now click on your linear takeoff at the spot where you'd like to split the segment. A new grip point then displays on the line, and from there, you can click and drag to change the length of the segment, or even reassign the new segment as needed. Finally, you also have the ability to take off more than one condition at the same time. To do this, navigate to the Conditions panel on the left side of the screen, and then hold down the Control key and select the conditions you want to take off. Once you've selected the conditions you want to use, then draw your linear takeoff using the methods previously described. All the conditions are then taken off simultaneously, potentially saving you a lot of time when performing your takeoffs. You now have the tools and knowledge to streamline your linear takeoffs. Not only can you perform your takeoffs quickly and efficiently, but you're also assured that the measurements are accurate. Linear takeoffs have never been easier.